This is literally the worst breakfast you can think of having. No, wait, I think this one's even worse. So today we are going to talk about something that's close to my heart and my stomach, which is breakfast. So a lot of people consider breakfast to be the most important meal of the day. But the sad truth is that not all breakfasts are equal. In fact, many food items that we choose as breakfast are a recipe to disaster for our health. And some of these breakfasts are just well marketed to make you think that it's actually healthy. And trust me, you should just stay away from it. So let's get into some of these hidden non-nutritious breakfasts and let's see how much sugar they have in them. But before I jump into the worst breakfast, let's try and understand this. Breakfast is basically breaking your fast and it has its origins from Old English and Middle English. So when you sleep, you don't eat. So that's around 8 to 10 hours of not eating anything, which is a fast. So when you break that fast in the morning, you want to give your body food that's filled with nutrients so that you can start your day with balanced energy levels and also give your body food that helps you stay productive throughout the day rather than giving your body food that makes you feel tired and lethargic. You also don't want to spike and drop your blood sugar levels because the more the blood sugars rise and drop, you will feel more groggy and tired. And studies also suggest that you should not be having more than 25 grams of sugar per day. And there are many breakfast foods out there that claim to be healthy, but in reality, they are nothing but just a sugar dose. So these are 7 foods that you shouldn't be having for breakfast. The very first one is one of my favorites, and that is jams and other spreads. It's one of the most commercially available food for breakfast. But jam is just sugar and nothing else. And I know you're going to tell me that isn't jam made of fruits? Well, yes, it is, but there is a catch. So during the process of making jams, the fruit pulp is strained out, leaving behind all the fiber-rich parts. And fiber is essential for digestive health and also to regulate blood sugar levels. But while making jam, it's all lost. So jams basically lack fiber and they're also not nutritionally dense. So what remains is often concentrated sugar and fruit flavor. Many commercial jams also contain a lot of additives and preservatives. It's to extend the shelf life and the flavor. And for some, it could cause allergic reactions or other health concerns. Plus, manufacturers might use different forms of sugar that might not even be recognizable by a consumer. And jam causes your blood sugar levels to rise and drop because of the high sugar content that it has, which lead to energy crashes and increased hunger after a short while post-consumption. So now the question is, how much sugar is there in jams? Now, if you take 2 tablespoons of jam, this is how much sugar is there in it. Now that's a lot. And if you think jams are the worst, well, other spreads are also equally bad because something like Nutella, just 2 tablespoons has this much sugar in it. Number 2, this is the most marketed and packaged breakfast food item, which is your breakfast cereal. In fact, they have been marketing this breakfast cereal since the early 20th century, and I don't even remember a lot of people consuming this years ago. But now they are widely consumed and in very attractive varieties like diet and whole wheat. But let's try and understand this better. Many breakfast cereals, especially those marketed to children, are just filled with sugar. And excessive sugar consumption is linked to various health issues, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and dental problems. These breakfast cereals are also made of refined grains, which lack fiber and many other nutrients that are found in whole grains. And refined carbohydrates can lead to rapid spikes and drops in blood sugar, just like the way jams do. Many cereals are low in essential nutrients like protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals, as they are processed and exposed to heat. And a breakfast lacking many nutrients might not give you enough energy to sustain throughout the day. The tricky part of breakfast cereal is that if you see the box of the serving size of this breakfast cereal, this is what the recommended portion size is, and I don't really know anyone who eats that much. This is also very misleading. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics in 2011 found that people tend to pour more cereal in larger bowls, leading to increased calorie consumption. So you end up consuming a lot of calories, and just like jam, they have tons of added colors and flavors which have hidden sugars in it. So it doesn't matter whether they're colored or whether they are diet or not, they are just not healthy. And an average bowl of cereal with this portion size has this much amount of sugar in it. Now, one of my other favorites when it comes to breakfast is the fast food breakfast menus. They look all healthy, but the main reason you should avoid fast food items like the McDonald's breakfast menus because they contain high levels of saturated fat and sodium. These ingredients are mainly present in items like bacon, sausage, cheese, and even the processed meats. Excessive saturated fat and sodium intake is also linked with heart disease and high blood pressure. So if you think your McMuffin, for example, is good, every layer is unhealthy because of it being stored and kept with preservatives. But what makes breakfast menus even worse is that most of the items are never had alone because they're always consumed with add-ons like coffee and cold sandwiches or butter croissants and even muffins. Yeah, my mouth just watered. I mean, they're tasty, no doubt, but the extra added cream, the sugar, the butter just adds calories in one meal with no nutrients. Now, why would you want that? So many fast food breakfast items not only lack nutrients, but they'll also keep you more hungrier and they'll fill you up with excess calories. Plus, none of the items are made fresh. And a simple burger like this has this much amount of sugar. And if you add it with things like coffee and cream, hash brown, then a total amount of sugar is around this. Now, this breakfast item has really found its way through consumers. These bars have caught our eye into being a very quick, healthy meal in case you're in a hurry and you cannot catch hold of your breakfast. But protein and granola bars are not even close to being good, especially to start your day with. You might think you're getting your protein covered, but the protein in some of these bars might not be of the same quality as the protein of whole food sources. And the body may not absorb or utilize the protein in bars as efficiently as protein from whole foods. Plus, protein and granola bars might lack a lot of essential nutrients that are required for a balanced breakfast. And most of these protein bars come with coatings of chocolate or honey or some sweetener to make it satiable. That itself contains a lot of sugar and calories and more calories. So a simple protein bar on an average has this much amount of sugar in it. Basically, you're getting low protein, no fiber, and no whole foods. And they also have a lot of calories per bar. So if you're trying to lose weight, it's a bad option even then. Number 5, flavored yogurt. Now, flavored yogurt is something that often looks healthy because it's a probiotic and it has fruit. And it's also believed that flavored yogurt has a lot of protein. But flavored yogurt has a very low protein content. Some flavored yogurts, especially the ones with the fruit at the bottom, contain a lot of coloring and high fructose corn syrup, which have been associated with many health concerns, including hyperactivity in children and metabolic issues. And while some flavored yogurts might still contain probiotics, the pasteurization process and the addition of sugar can sometimes reduce the number of live cultures. Plus, flavored yogurt has literally no fiber. And the sweetness of flavored yogurt can make it very easy to consume in large portions, leading to high calorie intake and sugar consumption. And an average flavored yogurt has around this much amount of sugar. Number 6. This is something that we really like to have in various different forms. Pancakes and waffles are usually made of refined flour, resulting in high glycemic index. And as tasty as they are, we never ignore one thing is the toppings that come with it, like syrup, whipped cream, and even sugar fruit. Pancakes and waffles, no matter how tasty they are, they have no nutritive value. But if you enjoy this breakfast item, consider making them with whole wheat flour, add protein-rich ingredients, and if you want a little sweetener, then add a fruit or maybe a little bit of maple syrup. It might not be the healthiest version, but it's still better. Last but not the least, which is fruit juice. You might be really thinking that how is it possible because fruit juice is healthy. Oh wait, the packed one. Well, both. The main reasons fruit juice are not considered healthy is because of the lack of fiber. When you blend the fruit, you remove all the fiber that it has, and removing the fiber just makes it a sugar bomb. And the natural sugars in the fruit can contribute to dental problems, including tooth decay and cavities. Bacteria in the mouth feed on sugar, producing acids that can erode the tooth enamel. Plus, it's very acidic to the stomach and also has no nutrition value. And commercial juices, on the other end, come with additives, artificial color, and even hidden sugars for it to last long in the fridge and on the shelf. So how much sugar does a fruit juice contain? Well, that all depends, but a watermelon juice contains around this much amount of sugar per glass. So in short, you're just having a sugar bomb, or you rather just have candy itself. So there you have it. These are some 7 breakfast items that you should really avoid, or just find a healthier option or a better way to prepare it. And let me know if you know any unhealthy breakfast foods in the comments. And until we meet again next, don't stress and be awesome. Roger that.